Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the one true God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and I want to send salutations to all the Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, exalting the name of Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, in truth and in sincerity. All right. So this is going to be a John 3:16 breakdown, a short breakdown, a couple of quick points on John 3:16, because this is a Christian favorite. They love to go to this scripture whenever you try to explain to them that God is not for anybody except for the Israelites. The only nation that the Lord is dealing with is Israel. The only nation that has an opportunity for salvation is Israel. The chosen are Israel. God is only for Israel, etc., etc. And they will go to this scripture and say that, well, it says that God loved the world, so that's talking about everybody. But it's really not. It's talking about Israelites. Just like when you look up Gentile, you look up heathen, you look up foreigner, there's a breakdown to that. It's not just talking about natural heathens, natural Gentiles, natural foreigners. It's talking about, that also could be talking about Israelites. It's not just, every time you read that verbatim, it's not just talking about natural Gentiles, natural heathens, natural foreigners. Israel were considered also Gentiles, heathens, foreigners also. So it's all about the context of the scriptures. But without further ado, let's jump into it. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Now you look up that word world, it's cosmos. All right. And there's at least three different other definitions of world in the Bible, all right? But this one in this scripture is cosmos. It's in her harmonious arrangement or constitution, order, government. All right, it's a government of people. It's a harmonious arrangement of people with a constitution. All right, and it's with an order and a government. All right. So constitution, covenants, things of that nature. All right. That all pertains to this particular world that it's talking about. All right. Now let's continue. Let's go to a prophecy in Isaiah about the Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Now, this is a prophecy about Him. Isaiah 9:6, it says, For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon His shoulder. And His name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. All right. So it says that this government is going to be upon His shoulders. All right, government rule, dominion, government, empire. All right, the government, the world, the cosmos, this government, He's going to be for. All right, like it tells you in John 3:16. All right, God loved this world. All right, the government that's going to be on the shoulders of the Lord. All right. And it says, the everlasting Father. When you look up this, people get confused. There's definitions of this everlasting Father, Abba. All right. Now, it could be used as an actual father of an individual. It says, of God, as father of His people. All right. And then it says the head or founder of a household, group, family, or clan. All right. So it says the head or founder of a household, group, family, or clan, an ancestor. All right. Now, you go into 1 Corinthians 3, 11 and 3. It says, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. And the head of the woman is the man. And the head of Hamashiach is God. So we know that he is the head of every man, Yahweh Shai. In this scripture is telling you that he's the everlasting Father, meaning he's the everlasting head, all right, of the Israelites, all right, because through him you are reborn, all right, because in order to get to the Father, the actual Father, the Most High Yahweh, you got to go through his Son and be reborn, all right. The scriptures tell you when the Lord was talking to Nicodemus, he asked him, how can you be born again? You know, he was basically telling him that you have to be born of the Spirit, you know what I'm saying, and renew your spirit. That's what it means to be born again. So through Yahweh Shai, we are born again. So in a sense, he is a father unto us, but he's really our big brother. But we have to go through him to be reborn, all right? So he is that. And he is the Prince of Peace, all right? He is that. All right, and that government is going to be on his shoulders. All right, and that government that's going to be on his shoulders is for Israel. All right, this is Isaiah 45:17. It says, "But Israel shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end." So it tells you that world, Israel, is without end. That world will never end. All right? It will never be over. All right? That world, Israel, will not come to an end because it has an everlasting salvation. All right? That world belongs to the Lord. That government belongs to the Lord. That constitution, those covenants belong to the Lord, and he gave them to Israel. All right? It's that simple. All right? That world is talking about Israel. This is Isaiah 62:11. It says, "Behold, Yahweh hath proclaimed to the end of the world." All right, now let's look up this word world. This is actually talking about an actual land. Meaning that whatever the known world was back then, it was proclaimed this message. This message was known all over the world. All right, it says right here, the land, earth, the whole earth. All right, this is a message to the whole earth. All right, the whole world. All right, behold, Yahweh hath proclaimed to the end of the world, say ye to the daughter of Zion, behold, thy salvation cometh. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. And they shall call them the holy people, the redeemed of Yahweh. And thou shalt be called sought out, a city not forsaken. All right. So this city is not forsaken. And the Lord has salvation for these people, Israel, the daughter of Zion, which is Israel, all right? And this was proclaimed to the end of the world, all right? Now, this is all about Israel, from the Old Testament to the New, all right? It's all about Israel. Let's go with Hebrews. Meant to bring this out earlier, but it's all good. This is Hebrews 1 and 2. It says, "Hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds," with an S. That's a That's a worlds with an S. It's plural. All right. And this is aeon. All right. The world. Forever, an unbreakable age. All right. A period of time. All right. So the worlds. So he created the worlds. So what worlds was he talking about? All right. We know that the cosmos is talking about that government that was given to the Lord that he was going to put on his shoulders was Israel. All right. The Lord is only for Israel. That's it. From the Old Testament to the New. All right. I think it's 27. This is Joel 2:27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahweh your God, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed. That's point blank to the point. All right. So I try to keep this lesson short and simple. A couple of quick hits on John 3:16. So with that, all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai.